Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of TJ Plays with some AI and design system stuff. Today, I want to talk about some parts of the Figma Console MCP that don't get talked much about, and it's the remote part of it. And so I want to call attention to a new tool that we just incorporated that's available now. It's called the Get Design Systems Kit. And this is a tool that you can use as a remote. It's part of the remote MCP already. So if you're using the remote MCP, it is there for you to use. It's meant to be used for tools like Replit and V0 and Lovable, because historically it's just been really difficult to apply your design system to these vibe-coded applications. So I'll get this started, and then I'll talk a little bit about how this works. So if you have a paid account on Replit or Lovable, you can go to connectors, and then you can manage connectors, and then you can go down here and then add a custom connector. So I did that with a Figma Console MCP. So what it does is you can connect it. What's going to happen is after you connect it, it's going to ask to authenticate. It'll pop up a little window. You authenticate. It approves the authentication, and then you'll get this little tool window that has all these lovely little tools in it. The same thing happens in Replit. So you go to Replit, and you go here. Sorry, it's in here. Yeah. And then, actually, no, I'm sorry. I am steering you in the wrong direction. It's over here, and it's in integrations. And if you go all the way down to the bottom of the integration sections, you can click this Add Figma MCP. You can add the title of it here, and then you can add the MCP. I'll post the MCP. Actually, it's in the docs, but I'll post the MCP in the post when I post this video. And then you can save that, and then it's then available to you for any of the generations that you want to generate. So anyway, I've got a prompt over here that I'm going to copy and paste into this prompt. I'm going to do it on both. So I'm going to run one on Replit. Replit is saying that it wants to, like, if you post a Replit wants to post and grab your designs using this connector, which isn't great because I don't want to grab like a component set or a design from Figma, but that's what it automatically wants to do. I wonder if I can turn that off, because I kind of don't want that part of it. I guess I can't. So I'm going to get this one started and just let it do what it wants to do. It'll probably take a little longer. And then I'm going to go over here to Lovable. I'm going to run that same prompt. So just to show you what this prompt is, I have this. This is altitude. You've probably seen this already. If you've seen my demos, I just click the copy link to the entire project itself, and then went over here and said, use the Figma Console connector to pull my full design system from this URL. I'm saying include images because I like for it to like take snapshots of things. And then I'm saying build me a product dashboard with a sidebar navigation, a header with user avatar and search, 4 metric cards at the top, and a data table showing recent orders. Use my actual design system values for everything. Don't make up anything. So that's pretty standard and kind of prompt. And I'm going to let that go. The tool does a pretty extensive scan on your design system and pulls all those values and basically puts them in the context of this generation that I'm working on. So once it's there, you can continuously iterate on the tool that's being built or the application that's being built, and then it'll all look and feel like your exact design system. Let me check on where Replit's at. All right, it's still doing its thing. See, this is what it does. It wants to grab like a component piece, but let's see how this is what the regular Figma thing does. It wants to grab like the actual frame, but that's not what we want. So the idea is that eventually it'll end up switching to the Figma Console MCP because of the questions that I asked or the prompt that I prompted it, and then we'll see what it returns after it gets through whatever it's doing right now. But on the Lovable side, this one just goes straight for the Figma Console MCP, and it tells you right here that it's running these MCP commands to get what it needs in order for it to generate this dashboard thing that I'm asking it to do. Now, you might be asking, why would you do this? Well, these tools have been notoriously difficult for you to add your own custom design system styles to it. So that's one thing. The second thing is there are moments in the life cycle of a design system where branding and typography and scale and color palettes and themes and modes and all of those things have been approved, but sometimes the longer period of time is waiting for components to be developed. So if you already have an established theme in a well-defined token architecture, you can start deploying and testing products, mini apps, marketing pages, newsletters, whatever, things that don't necessarily need to be tied exactly to your infrastructure, your code base. You can apply those tokens, those themes, that style to things that might be less product heavy. So if the purpose of this design system is to support the end products, whatever those might be, these might be the products that launch between there. These could be some things that you could potentially A/B test. And the great thing about Lovable and Replit is that they actually produce real apps. Like it's not something like Figma Make that might just be like kind of a enhanced prototype version. So just to show you here, it's extracted all of these tokens and color values from the design system, and now it's going to assemble this thing. And then this is great. This is if you look at the distinct look and feel of this design system for some of these different components, they all have a very similar. And this is what it came back with, using all of the same colors, the same typography, and I feel like that's pretty good. And so anything that I iterate on going forward, it's always going to have the knowledge of the design system that was extracted from using that Figma Console remote MCP. So, and look, and here we go. So here we are again. This is Replit. Let me make this a little bit bigger so that way you can see more of what it created. This one did a bang up job, man. So it's using the right typeface. It's using the right colors. It did exactly what we asked it to do. So here is a way that you can leverage these tools to create real apps, real web pages, real experiences, and host them, launch them, have people use them without actually having your entire coded component library finished yet. This is a great way to get things out there immediately. And like I said before, you can test these things. You can test your this, maybe it's a new brand that was launched. I don't know what the purpose would be, but you can put these things out there and get them tested, and then launch little micro apps using your token system, and knowing that under the hood, it's probably Radix UI or Shad CN and Tailwind. But anyway, I think it's a pretty good way to get your design system up and running without having it being completely finished yet, and kind of battle test it to see where it's at, get it in front of some eyes, and then it's great for like launching quick marketing apps and things. But all right, I hope you like it. I'll post some more info in the body of the post, so there's more info about how to get this all hooked up. But thanks for listening. See y'all next time.